everybody. That's right, Schmidty. The Bowfishing Buzz, episode 115, coming at you right here, right now.
Yes, sir.
Wow. The Bowfishing Buzz podcast brought to you by
AMS and Megamouth Bowfishing, both family-owned businesses, proudly made in the USA, built tough, built by bowfishers, and trusted by shooters across the nation.
From reels and bows to arrows and accessories, AMS and Megamouth have you covered. Take the fight to invasive fish with American-made bowfishing muscle.
From first shots to big wins, AMS and Megamouth help make memories on the water that last a lifetime. Sponsored by our fantastic sponsors, N Designs Leatherwork and Embroidery. Special shout out to them for this episode. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Also, Efficiency Bowfishing Lights by Outdoor Innovations USA. Like you said, episode 115, we're back up here in a booth. It is a little bit nicer of a day up here in Wisconsin. We have been getting just beat down with cold temps. It was only -3 this morning as opposed to -20. So, hey, we're happy, right?
Today. It was
Absolutely.
balmy, my gosh.
There's 14 feet of ice on the lakes with how cold it's been. So, yeah, it's good. But we're excited to be back up here and talk to you guys.
Absolutely. Schmitty, this episode will be quite different than our standard guest.
A little more serious.
Yes.
Yep.
Today, Casey Lee will be joining us.
Yeah. Yep. Casey is, he's been driven to bowfishing his whole life. He loves bowfishing tournaments. He enjoys taking his boys along with them. He's involved with the Wisconsin Bowfishing Association, and he's very passionate about bringing kids and new shooters into the sport. That's so important right there.
Yes.
We say it all the time. The most important generation is the next one. You guys are probably sick of me saying that, but it's totally true. What most people don't know about Casey is what it took, the road he had to take to get to the point where he is right now, and we will certainly talk to him about that.
You see, Casey has walked life through addiction, health struggles, and a point where he didn't want to keep going anymore, Schmitty.
Yeah. Yep.
And today he's here to talk about how bowfishing has helped him find his footing again and how bowfishing saved his life.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very interested to hear that story. I think he has a very decorated past as far as just things that he's had to go through to get here. So we'll give him a call a little bit later in the podcast.
Yep.
One thing, Matt, I think we left people with telling them about it last time. You, me, Tim Marinas.
Yeah.
We used to work here at AMS. Went on an ice fishing trip.
Our annual ice fishing trip here.
To Minnesota. Let's play a little game, Matt. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to both say the word that pops into your head that best describes that trip. Ready?
Okay.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, cold. It was...
I was going to say freezing.
That would have worked, too. That would have worked, too. It was during that week, maybe everyone up here in the Midwest will remember, I think 2 weeks ago now, we had a week of weather that was just brutal. I mean, it was just terrible. The week beforehand, which is the week we usually go, was beautiful.
Yep.
And the week after was beautiful, but the week that we were down there, Matt, it was up there. Correct. We're even going further north than where we are right now. It was just cold.
And the problem is we knew this going there.
Yeah.
But there was nothing we could do.
No.
We already had a cabin booked
we
for
had everything.
5 days.
It was the only week that worked for all three of us to be able to get away and do some fishing. So we were just having to. We had to brave the elements.
We had to hit it head on.
Yeah,
we did.
Yep.
It was brutal, but man, Schmitty.
We caught some fish. We still got on some fish. That panfish bite up there, perch, bluegills, and a mix-in of a couple crappies up there. It was a blast. We ate like kings. It was really fun. The truck didn't start one morning at the cabin, then it didn't start on the lake, but we're here. Everything's okay. It was insane. It was insane.
Speaking of eating like kings.
I know exactly what you're going to say. I hope Tim's listening to this podcast.
I hope Tim is. So we got back after our first full day on the water fishing.
Yep.
Flayed our fish up. We're all jacked up. Our big fish fry's coming.
Yep.
We get our fish down to the cabin. We deep fried them bad boys up. We had a big bag of tater tots in the oven.
Yep.
And we threw all those fish fillets on the table there, and we started to eat. And old Timmy Boy was like a man on a mission.
Yeah, it was a little bit ridiculous how he proceeded to load his plate with fries.
Oh my gosh, I never seen somebody do that in my life. We're all sitting there. We went through our first round, and we're all sitting there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, And there's quite a pile of fish on there on the plate. Tim stands up from the table, reaches over the other food and stuff on the table and grabs the remaining pile.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're talking
puts him on his plate.
Just like a caveman.
Yeah.
2 hands, grabs as many as he can, and he puts it down. And the thing is, he did it, and then he just started eating. Meanwhile, you and I are like, what are you doing?
I thought it was kind of like, I thought he was doing it as a joke.
Yeah, so did I. No jokes involved.
He ate them all.
And then, lo and behold, someone's tummy didn't feel good the next day. I wonder why. You ate freaking 30 fillets that night.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
Timmy Boy went to town on the deep fried fish.
Yeah. Yep. But, on that trip, people always, people up here are used to it. We see it all the time, but we talk to people down south, whatnot. We were driving our truck everywhere. That's how we got around on all the lakes. There's 20 inches of ice, no problem at all. We drove out on a very big lake, and it's insane how you can drive for a half hour on these lakes, and you're still on the lake. You know, that's in a straight line, too.
And it was very odd driving out that day. I felt like we were in the eye of the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was our first day there. The cold, that cold front didn't hit us yet. It was windy and it was cold, but not like
it was cold.
Like what it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
like.
It wasn't in the negatives yet.
Yeah, and we're driving out there, and it was like the sun was shining on us, but all around us was like a wall cloud.
Yeah, it looked like a front coming in. Is what it looked like.
Yeah.
It
was like we were in the eye of the storm at that moment, and it was pretty cool.
And I wonder if that wind current, that wind picking up on this big, flat, icy lake, if that could do something with keeping those clouds on the exterior of the lake.
Because it was like we never could get out of it. It's like it was always. You think you were going to drive into those clouds, but yet you never got to those clouds.
You drive another 20 minutes, and they're still way off in the distance. Yeah. It was kind of cool, but a little bit strange to witness.
But there was times, Derek, when we came off the lake at night there and parked next to our cabin there, and it was real temperature of negative 28.
Yeah, and now we're not even factoring in a 15 to 20 mile an hour wind that was forecasted. You get out on a big body of water, that mile per hour wind goes up 5 or 10 miles an hour. So I have no idea what the wind chill would have been there. It was cold.
It was bad. It was
cold, but we caught fish. We had a blast. It was all good.
I'd say the second day was probably our worst. We really couldn't.
That's because we went out to a lake that we always say that we're not going to go back to, and then we went back there and we didn't catch much.
I know.
Every year. And you know what we're going to do next year? The same exact thing.
We will.
We can't help ourselves.
But man, we had a blast. It was just another fun, exciting, lots of memories made again on this trip. And if you're watching the YouTube episode, I'll have a bunch of pictures and videos out there of our trip out there.
Absolutely. Well, Matt, there's some important dates coming up here.
Yes.
It's already February. Just saying that out loud blows my mind.
I don't know where January went.
I think it's the 4th of February today. The ice fishing trip, ATA, that month just is gone. It lasted 3 days, it felt like. But there's some important dates coming up. Why don't you tell some people about what we got coming up in the bowfishing world?
Sure. March 14th, we have the annual BAA meeting in Tennessee at the Bass Pro Shops Pyramid down there.
Yep. Great place to make your thoughts known.
Absolutely. How about this, Schmidty? Some AMS Big 20 news.
Heyo.
Pre-registration will start March 7th.
Yep. March 7th.
You go to the AMS website. We have all the links up there for you to check out. You can we'll be posting social media stuff about that as well ahead of time. Entry fee is $300. That also includes your entry into the Big Fish Pot, Schmidty. Yep. Schmidty.
Yeah. What's up, man?
I'm kind of excited about this year.
I am too. Yeah.
We've got some new apparel coming.
Yes, we do. We will be getting some new Bowfishing Buzz T-shirts.
Oh, wow.
That we will be giving away. We might have some for sale on the website. The listeners, obviously, you guys will have a chance to win these T-shirts by playing some little games or little segments that we have. We have had people in the past send us videos of what their favorite part about Bowfishing
I love that.
Or what do you want us to talk about on the podcast. Those are so cool. And if you do that, we'll get you a shirt. We'll show that design probably on the video portion of the podcast. We'll have that available.
And our good buddy, Jeff Nybal.
That's the thing, too. End Design's right there. He's making them for us.
He's getting the shirts for us and stuff. Thank you, Jeff, and Designs. If you're looking for any apparel, hats, and stuff like that,
they do so much, and it's quality work. They get back to you so quickly. It's very professional. It's just really cool that he's doing that for us, 100%. One thing on that front, if you guys we're told you were going to get some AMS or Megamouth swag if we talked about something on the podcast. I say this because I feel like there was one or two people that we missed, Matt, when we said that we were going to get them some swag. If you guys are listening and you remember hearing me say that we're going to get you something and you didn't get something, shoot us a message. We want to get you some swag. I'm worried that I forgot somebody. Please let us know. We can certainly get that on their way to you.
Yep. Getting back to the videos that people submit when we have these little games and stuff like that there.
Yeah.
I love the video ones where they submit a 20-second or 30-second video.
Yep.
And then we play them on our podcast.
It's the best.
It's the best.
Awesome. We had it, I think one of them was their favorite part of the podcast, and maybe like a goal they had for the upcoming season or something like that. Yeah. And it was so cool to see all those submissions come in.
One guy's favorite part of the podcast was a bubble gut.
Yeah. There it is. He's listening now, and he's happy about it.
Timmy Boy had a lot of after eating all those fish.
Yeah, after he ate a quart of grease that night. Yeah, I think he did have a little bit. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Schmidty.
Yes, Matthew.
Daytime bow fishing or nighttime bow fishing?
Oh, you're asking me what I prefer?
Yeah.
Okay. Just let me gather my thoughts here for a couple seconds. All right. Calculating. Answer is close. Answer has been chosen. My answer would be, I'm very confident in saying this. My answer would be daytime bow fishing.
Oh, come on now.
What do you mean?
Oh, come on now.
Daytime bow fishing. Let me just start with this. One.
Oh my gosh.
From our standpoint of things, daytime bow fishing usually coincides with the best time to shoot fish here in Wisconsin, the buff spawn or the common spawn. It's beautiful. It's warm. You're out in the sun. Filming footage-wise, everything is crisp and clear and beautiful. You get back to your bed at a decent time at night. You get a full night's sleep, and you can wake up and do it all over the next day. 100%. I am actually surprised at your appall at my answer. Are you? I'm guessing nighttime bow fishing.
Absolutely.
Well, okay. Let's hear your why.
One, I don't have to count on that big ball of light having to shine into the water so I can see fish. We've got our efficiencies on our boat at nighttime where we can see no matter what. If it's cloudy, if it's windy, if it's overcast.
Okay.
You got a hard time seeing those fish when it's like that.
Okay. All right. I'll sure. All right.
Number two.
Oh.
At nighttime, the lakes, the rivers, the marshes are all ours. I don't have to deal with jet skiers, water skiers,
kayakers.
It's ours.
Yes, I agree with you. That's fair. I agree. You have to agree on some of my points about daytime bow fishing.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, you're getting older. You can't be out getting only 4 hours of sleep at night. You got to get back. We're shooting spawn and fish. Mm-hmm. Okay, everyone that's listening, shoot us a message or a comment. What do you prefer? What do you think is the better of the two, nighttime or daytime?
Daytime or nighttime?
Because I'd be very curious. A couple follow-up questions.
Yep.
Matt, nighttime versus daytime bow fishing. Which one do you think exposes bad shooters faster?
Daytime.
Okay, and your thoughts?
Getting back to your time of year, the spawn and stuff, I think they're taking longer shots.
Oh, okay.
We're with at nighttime with you got your lights on your boat. You can't quite see those fish that are way up there.
They're going to be somewhat close range.
I think your shots are closer at nighttime.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me just touch on that, Matt.
Okay.
Just from my career of shooting fish, I would say, I'm curious what you think about this, if you agree with me or not. I would say that I'm a better shot during the daytime than I am at nighttime. I don't know if it's just the depth of light or whatever it might be. Maybe easier shots coincide with daytime shooting when you are in that spawn.
I think you have that water reflection on the water, which kind of messes up the depth of the fish.
At night or daytime?
At nighttime.
At night? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking back on that. I'm like, wow, I seem like I am a better shot during the daytime than I am at nighttime.
Just because at nighttime, you have your light. You can't see those fish that are breaking the surface over there quite.
Yeah.
They're out of the light.
Right.
You can't see them.
You might hear them.
Yeah. But you can't see them. Then you got the generators running. You can't hear stuff. So I think that, I think they're taking longer shots at those fish when you see them out there and they're missing them.
So you think daytime shooting exposes a bad shot more because they're taking longer shots?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
I think so.
Let me ask you this, Matt. Which one do you think, nighttime versus daytime bow fishing, which one punishes bad bow control more? Okay, let's say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Nighttime. Okay. No debate on that one. Yeah. I think it just comes down to you can see everything around you in the daytime. You might see a log that's sticking out of the water that you can't go over there, but you might not see it till it's in your light ring at night.
Rocks and it just
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
I'm just thinking here. Nighttime, I think you got to judge your depth a little bit more. Like you mentioned, there's a little bit more glare.
Yes.
Might be a little bit more chaotic as far as, fish. And all of a sudden you got two people, more as in the daytime. You can kind of, okay, there's one, 4 o'clock right here. Let's ease up on it. Matt, you shoot it. I'll film, whatever that might be. I will say, though, daytime, you've got a little bit spookier fish. They see you a little bit easier than you see them.
Speaking of spooking, and I know I've seen this in a couple of podcasts, you go with the sun at your back because you don't want that glare to be seeing you, splitting in the eyes and stuff.
Yep. That's shadows.
Shadows. Well, man, they save fish.
They do. 100%.
Oh my! The shadow of you standing on the deck, going out in front of you as you're going to close on these surface feeders.
Yep.
Boom! Your shadow hits them. Poof.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yep. You want that sun to be straight above you during
12
daytime.
o'clock high.
12 o'clock high is the best. And depending on when you're shooting those fish at, if it's June here in Wisconsin and we're shooting that last hour or two of light, depending on where that sun is, your shadow might extend 15 or 20 feet out in front of you. That can really do some damage if you're shooting daytime fish later in the day.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Now, with that being said, Schmidty.
Yeah.
Majority of my bigger fish have been shot during the daytime.
Okay. That's interesting.
I will say that.
Yeah. I would agree with that, to be honest. At least here, I'm just thinking Wisconsin shooting aspect of things. Yeah, I would agree.
I think a lot and it's because of the spawning thing. You know?
Yeah. But then, you can make the argument, big heads.
Yeah.
You're shooting majority of those big fish at night. You can get on them during the daytime, but it seems like nighttime produces more big fish there.
Big commons, big buffs.
Yep.
Most of them during the daytime.
Yep. Interesting. We're just full of debates today.
We are full of debates.
I like it. Matt, should we move on to the little story that you had me fill out this morning?
Yeah. So what I did is...
It's clever. It's good.
I gave Derek a list. I'm going to grab your sheet here. I gave you a list to fill out.
Yep.
One word.
Yep.
Fill-ins.
Yep.
Okay.
It's ad-libs. Mad Libs? I think they called them Mad Libs back in the day. I remember back before the time of cell phones and Game Boys, when we would go on a road trip as a family, we would play Mad Libs all the time.
Right.
It was very, very funny. So this will be the first time that I am reading this. I had to fill in everything this morning. But
let's talk about what you had to fill in, Schmitty.
Okay.
So what he had to do is I gave him a list of 15 of these here.
Yep. Number 1 was an adjective of some kind. Number 2 was another adjective. You got nouns, body parts. That one's going to be interesting.
Yep.
A weird sound, verbs, a piece of bowfishing gear. And then what that does is, if they're familiar, they know what we're talking about, but that gets input into a story.
Correct.
And it gives you kind of a strange little... We did this for team building a couple weeks ago, and it was very funny. Mm-hmm. So let me read you the bowfishing story.
Right.
All right. Are you ready, Matthew?
Yep. These are your words that filled in the gaps.
Correct.
Yes.
It was a disgusting night on the water when our crew spotted a feral gator gar.
Oh my gosh, these
cruising just below the surface. Everyone froze except Matthew, who immediately stepped on someone's kneecap and yelled, "Wow!"
Stepped on someone's kneecap.
That's hard to do. The fish exploded out of the water, making a spit-doink sound, while Matthew started thrusting like he'd never seen a fish before.
Oh, my gosh.
Why are you thrusting?
That was the word that you put in there.
That's not appropriate. I grabbed my mega mouth, aimed for glory, and released the shot. Thwack!
Yep.
The arrow hit, and then the fish took off like it had 317 horsepower.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Oh, water ski behind him.
The line screamed, the deck got slippery with pimple juice, and someone shouted, "I am feeling very extreme sadness right now." Suddenly, a swamp donkey appeared on shore, watching us like we were a bunch of big dummies. The fish finally tired out. We landed it, and everyone started square dancing around the boat like we just won the world championship. Best night ever.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good. We got to do more of those.
That was cool. That was interesting.
I did have to keep it PG rated. Otherwise, that would have gotten a little bit more inappropriate. But that's pretty good stuff right there. That's pretty good stuff.
That is.
Let me. So, Matt, you came up with this fun little game right here. Okay. You showed it to me.
Yes.
I thought it was pretty cool. And
Yes.
Then I started to feel left out. I wanted to add my creative asset to the podcast.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
So I wrote a little poem.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Mm-hmm. This is no AI. There's no chat GPT. This is all just from the heart. Okay.
I'm curious to see where this is going.
The title of my poem is An Ode to AMS.
Oh.
20 moons ago, back in his prime, Mathew got a new job, worked lots of overtime. This new job was crazy. Arrows, reels, and bows. Mathew got real good. Fame followed where he goes. AMS Bowfishing was this company's name. To be the best bowfisher ever, that was Mathew's aim. Season after season, fish after fish. Everything from big fat carp to giant paddlefish. A new face came around in the year 2015. A 16-year-old cocky punk showed up on the scene. He went by D-Schmidty. Mathew didn't care. But more than a decade later, best friends they do declare. Oh. Lessons can be learned by reading through this poem. AMS brought us together like a second home. All I have to say is go shoot some fish. Now I have a new best friend forever, I do wish.
Oh, Schmitty! Wow, that was very nice.
Well, thank you. I had to add something. I had to add something in there too.
Oh, wow.
You had the Mad Libs. I made my little poem. You know, this is how we do things here on the Bowfishing Buzz.
I did make a little poem myself.
What? You lied to me. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm ready for it.
So what happened last night is I got a text from Derek at about 7 at night last night saying we need to write a poem. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No AI.
No AI. Nothing. Right. No cheating. It's got to be straight from the heart. Yes.
So when I came in this morning, I was running around doing a bunch of stuff, and I didn't think I had enough time. But
yeah, you made me think like you didn't have one. You little trickster.
Yeah, so I tricked you.
Okay. All right.
I'm ready. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Title is The Kid That Is Witty. They call him D-Schmidty.
Oh, okay.
He showed up at the shop, a greenhorn still in high school. After school, he would clock in and sit for hours on end, knocking those arrows, and believe it or not talking too much, many things have changed. Mm-hmm. A 26-year-old age gap, but I felt I should give a hand. I attended his high school basketball games and even took him to a few Bowfishing honey hole names.
Yes, he did.
I watched progress in the shop, and he even became a pretty good shot. Many miles we have traveled, and many fish moved to Barrel Town. I watched him climb the ladder, but my gosh, he has a small road trip bladder.
You rhyme ladder with bladder. Okay.
The kid that is witty, they call him D-Schmidty. This old man still has tricks up his sleeve and shoots bigger fish, do you believe?
I do.
A pink sparkly dress for all to see. Check it out, episode 106. He takes the good with the bad and is a pretty good lad. We all gasped in disbelief as D-Schmidty started a new trend. He pushed the doors open and said, I have a lady friend.
Oh, God.
He laughed at my Crocs and my carpenter pants, too. Open his closet door now, and what do you see?
The same turn.
It's time to end this poem. It was a D-Schmidty idea. I am no poet, and now you all know it. My only complaint with this young lad is a legend he thinks is the one. You see, there is only one GOAT, a true NBA star. At the top, there is only one. How can you think it should be LaFlop? Air Jordan, his airness, money, MJ, atop.
It was truly beautiful, and then you had to throw in an LeBron slander. You called him LaFlop in your poem.
Oh, my gosh. The guy flops everywhere on the dang court. It's ridiculous.
That was so good. We were having that was so good until you had to end it with that. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Well, okay. On that note, very well done. Hats off to you for making one.
And you did a job well done yourself.
Thank you. One thing
it was funny, we both were thinking of each other when you first started and stuff like that.
I know, that is weird.
That is.
Yeah. That is. It was like a little storyline building up.
It was.
One thing I do want to discuss, Matt, before we go to our commercial break and give Casey Lee a call. In case you guys haven't heard, Mega Rex Bows are in stock, ready to ship.
Got 'em all.
We are selling a good amount of these bows. It's early in the year. Like we've said before, we have limited quantities. If you guys are looking to get a bow, we have dealers who have them. We have them available on our website, available in 2 colors, Apex Gold and Sandstrike.
Yep.
Available in right and left hand.
Yep.
Complete aluminum construction. Worked with Joey Greenwell down in Kentucky. The bow is a killer. It's just... I just wanted to bring that up. We don't have a ton in stock.
Right.
So if you guys are looking to get some, jump on that as soon as you can.
We do not have the number of bows we had when we first got them delivered.
No, God, no. No, we've been moving them. I want to say that because since we did the last podcast, we've moved a good amount of those bows. I don't know the exact number, but we had orders at the ATA. We have people ordering online. They're ready to rock and roll, people. 100% made in the U.S. That stays close to our heart whenever we're developing a product. So check out those Megarex bows. Even just give them a look and see what you think of the design, the color. We're very proud to have that bow in our lineup.
Right.
And huge thanks to Joey for helping us with that.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Yep. Well, I tell you what, Matt, we have like you said earlier, we have a very interesting person that's going to join us on the podcast today, the Casey Lee story. We're going to give Casey a call right after this quick commercial break. Are you looking to elevate your bowfishing brand with stunning design solutions? Look no further than N Designs. Their team of talented designers is dedicated to bringing your vision to life. Whether it's t-shirts, hats, leather products, eye-catching logos, to captivating boat wraps, they have you covered. Plus, with their commitment to excellence and attention to detail, you can trust that your project is in good hands. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose N Designs for extraordinary results. Visit their website today and let's bring your ideas to life. N Designs, where creativity meets excellence. Efficiency Bowfishing Lights by Outdoor Innovations USA. A color tone adjustable and dimmable light with a unique patented reflector design that puts more light where you need it. Efficiency Bowfishing Lights offer 3 different models: the 65-watt single-color economy light, the 65-watt Efficiency V2 tricolor dimmable light for maximum efficiency and versatility, and the 130-watt Efficiency Maximus, designed to be an all-out beast of a bowfishing light. Efficiency, designed and built by bowfishermen for bowfishermen. Check them out at OutdoorInnovationsUSA.com. Welcome back, everybody. Episode 115 of the Bowfishing Buzz podcast, brought to you by AMS and Megamouth Bowfishing. We have a very special individual joining us on the phone here today, Matt.
Absolutely.
We see him at the tournament, a good friend of ours.
Yes.
Always sending us awesome big fish photos that make me really jealous when I get them. Joining us today is Casey Lee. Casey is a competitive bowfisher, a tournament shooter, a dad who spends lots of time getting his boys and new people out on the water. He's also the secretary of the Wisconsin Bowfishing Association as well. Very cool there.
But the reason he's here today goes deeper than fish and trophies. Casey has lived a life through addiction, chaos, and a moment where his life was headed in a very dark direction. And he's also living proof that it's possible to turn things around.
Bowfishing didn't just become a hobby for Casey, it became structure, purpose, and a path forward. Casey, we appreciate you being here and trusting us with your story.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, man. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, guys. Appreciate having me.
Absolutely. What does Casey's day look like today in chilly Wisconsin?
Yes, -3 this morning when I was driving in.
Yeah, it definitely started real cold this morning when I was headed to work at 3:30 in the morning, so I could make sure I was done.
At least it's better than our little snap that we had here, 2 weeks ago now?
Oh.
Or it was like -20 for a week?
Terrible.
Oh.
Terrible.
Yeah, I took a couple days off during that. I'll be honest. Not a lot of people went shopping for tortillas at that point.
Okay, gotcha. Yep.
They got them before the cold, luckily. So I had a couple days of relaxing in the nice warm house with my kids.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was brutal for sure. So, Casey, you live about 2 hours south of us here in Wisconsin. What do you do when the water's all frozen? You can't go bow fishing. What do you do this time of year to pass time a little bit?
I dream about bow fishing.
Amen, brother. So do we.
The wifey got a little upset with me recently because I actually she came home and I was shooting my bow in the house, and my 9-year-old son is swinging arrows with me. And
awesome.
she's like,
That's freaking cool.
Are you serious right now? I was like, yep. I'm like, it's cold out, and I want to shoot my bow. I'm losing it.
Wow, that is awesome.
Let me ask you this, Casey. You an ice fisher at all?
I am actually.
Oh, nice.
Actually, we just went this last Saturday up on my sections of river up here with Mitchell Foll on his airboat.
Oh yes,
Oh,
yep,
sure.
yep.
Yep. So we took that out. The guy that I am like business partners with / texting, he hires my company. to run the route that I do. He's also my best friend. His name's RJ. He came home. He works out of Ohio a lot of the time, so he's always gone for work. And so we all went out and we pounded some gills, pounded some perch.
Awesome.
Got a few flags. We only ended up with one that actually got landed, but they were definitely playing with the bait.
Northern's your walleyes there, Casey.
Northern. We went and tried to find some walleyes, but they weren't where we thought they would be in the deeper holes. A little more current than we were expecting.
They're never where Matt and I think they are either. Whenever we try to catch them.
I seen you guys nailed them up there in Minnesota.
Yeah, we had another great trip up there. It was a lot of fun, and we really enjoyed it. You know what surprises me is the amount of people that see those pictures and stuff, and they're like, how do you guys do that? Mm-hmm. They have never gone ice fishing before.
People who live down south, southern United States, they think it's wild.
Yeah.
And then when we tell them that we drive a truck out on the lake,
my gosh.
what are they doing? It's wild.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's a great time. It's a great way to pass the cold. If it's cold, you might as well be outside doing something, enjoying it also.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I try to go ice fishing as much as I can. I definitely don't like going alone, just obviously for safety reasons. Same reason I don't like going bow fishing alone. Yeah, I've done it plenty of times, but honestly, it's not even close to as much fun. Just having that buddy with you that you get to shoot the crap with and have a great time with, man, just passes the time, even when the fish aren't biting or just swimming around and playing with the jig.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. The reason that I always have Matt come with me, whether we're ice fishing or bow fishing, is because I do need someone there to take pictures of the fish that I shoot or catch. Otherwise, that wouldn't be possible.
Well, if you would have took that offer the multiple times, we could have beat that record.
I know. That, trust me, that haunts me to this day. For everyone listening,
what was your fish, Matt? 36?
What was your big buff this year for our
56?
56?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 56?
Yeah.
We would have been close to it. The one that we took was 40, 48, 49.
Nice. Yeah, nice. For the bet that we had for everyone listening, Casey has invited me multiple times during that bet. He's like, dude, you can't let Matt beat you. Let's go shoot some fish. And just schedules didn't work. And then I wore a dress on the podcast. I regret that immensely. So
it was awesome. I didn't regret it at all.
Yeah, I know you didn't. Yeah. Yep. I know that for sure. Mm-hmm. Well, I tell you what, Casey, let's dive into the meat and potatoes of the podcast here. You've got an interesting story to tell us. You'll be able to kind of lay this out for the listeners, but my first question that I'll ask you, when you think back, when did you first notice your lifestyle starting to work against you instead of that lifestyle working for you?
Well, loneliness was the biggest thing. I was starting to lose people. Backstory real quick on Ralph Visco is his name, and he's one of the reasons that drove me to get to where I'm at these days. Without him, I wouldn't be standing where I'm at with owning the business, being successful. I mean, he brought Jesus into my life. The man completely changed my life for the best, and I can't thank him enough.
Wow.
But he was married to my son's mother's sister, so he would technically like a brother-in-law for me at one point.
Yep.
Me and her ended up separating. It was a bad breakup. He chose to not be involved with me as a friend anymore. So we go 2-3 years, we're not friends.
Yep.
So I lost that friendship because of my drinking and hanging out and doing the stupid stuff that I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't just drinking; like I was hiding it. I'd have a flask, or I'd have a pint with me, or I would have a 6-pack in the car. Like I was drinking.
Sure. Yep.
Like I would hide it in my desk drawer at work at one point. Like,
wow.
I caught myself one day. I was like, "What are you doing?" And those were the signs. Like my son's mother was trying to keep me from my son at the time. I hold a resentment at the time, obviously, because I didn't want to admit I had a problem. But I mean, I realized it, that it was a problem, which I guess opens up to the fact of the life-changing moment when it came to my son and becoming who I am today. Was an epiphany of him and part of the realizing that my son was what I wanted to be, was a father.
Right.
Yeah.
More than anything.
That moment of realization there.
Yes.
Yep.
So Casey, what did a normal day look like for you during that period of addiction?
Well, to make it a window of understanding, I guess the best way to say it, I made a lot of money. I was a car salesman.
Okay.
I made I made like 150 to 120 grand a year. It was easy. I was good at it. And unfortunately, when you have that kind of funds at your fingertips and you don't have any responsibilities other than you and your son, and you got everything taken care of, that aspect, I was out drinking. I was out partying. I was out chasing sins of the flesh, not doing the things that I should have been doing as a father, as a human. I was being sinful. I was being dumb.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, everybody has their own sins, and I'm not judging anyone for that.
Right.
I wasn't a good person, and it was never the same Casey. When I was drunk, it was Jekyll and Hyde. It could have been.
Really?
It could have been your best friend, your worst enemy, the crybaby, the emotional support animal. I mean, it was, you never knew which version you were going to get.
Sure.
And you could get multiple versions in a night, and it was bad.
Right.
And it was me hiding. Like I said, I was hiding booze in places so that I could have access to it easier. I'd go home, and I mean, it was probably a 12-pack a day easily. It would, like, regardless of adding any shots or any other alcohol into it, you know. And I'd go out to the bars, and I was the bar tab. I was always picking up the bar tab. So I mean, we were always, every night of the week, it was, let's go get drunk. Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I assume during that time, Casey, you'd probably made some friends who later on in your life realized that they were not true friends to you at all.
It took me a long time of understanding friendship, because I thought I did. I thought I knew what the friends were, and I thought I had everything by the horns, you know. I thought I was the king. No one could touch me. I could do whatever I wanted, and everybody was going to love me.
Right.
Well, that's why they loved me, is because I was doing whatever they wanted. Right. You know, I was always doing the things that made everybody else happy, when deep down, I've always been doing this. Like, this bowfishing thing started when I was 8, 9 years old. Wow. Like, I've always been chasing fish. I had my periods of being an adult where things got in the way of my always clearly had been a passion, and I let it shine. I guess you could say it, the best way to say it, and let it shine bright.
Right, exactly.
Absolutely. Yep. So, Casey, during this time frame, you know, at that lowest point, what were you telling yourself? You know, was it just the aspect of, I'm having fun, this is cool, I've got a lot of friends? Was that kind of what kept you going in that aspect, that time in your life?
Well, yeah, when it comes to the friend aspect, like I was saying, my friend Joshua Schmidt, you guys have probably seen him around. He's got the Carp Cartel fan boat. Actually, that's who I shoot AMS with every year.
Yep.
I met him at AMS, and he's taught me so much about just being a better human. Like, and it's true. You got to surround yourself with the people that want you around.
Yes.
Right. Not because of what you can do for them, because of what you do spiritually and mentally for them. Not financials or the physical things. It's, you're a good person because, or they want you around because you're a good person to them.
Right. Yes. That true deep connection.
And when it comes to friends, I thought I had a lot. I had a lot of acquaintances. I had a lot of people that knew who I was. I got a lot of friends now.
Yeah.
Like, I got people, especially with the community, they pick up that phone. Anyone in this community, hey man, I'm stuck over on the Wisconsin River in your area. Can you come help me? I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Like, even if I'm out fishing, like, hey guys, we got to go. I got to go help this guy real quick. That's one, just being a steward, and two, I would hope someone would come and help me if I'm stranded.
Right.
Like, and these are friends. Like, these are guys I see 5 times a year, no matter what, at the tournaments, and we go to do the thing that we love and have fun. Or, you know, I've grown, like Mitchell Full, I've grown that relationship. Maverick Riley, you know, Matt Carlson. I was blessed to go fishing with him and go on his boat and shoot a butterfly and chase an 8.5-foot sturgeon. Like, these guys, these friends are real human beings that looked out for me and realized that when I was in that dark place, they pulled me out of it.
Yeah.
Those friends that were over there that stayed in the dark place, that's where they can stay. They don't need to come in my light. My lights are bright. I got a fishing seat, but they don't need to be bright enough for them.
Very well said. Absolutely.
True friends. Yep. So, Casey, you've shared that there was a moment when you didn't want to be here anymore. That was pretty deep. What did that time feel like emotionally?
Well, to give a background on that, my son's mother was essentially a issue at the time. Mm-hmm. And she became a different issue down the road. But at the time, she was keeping me from him. She caused me to go through bankruptcy. She was part of it. I was also to blame. Mm-hmm. I just got depressed. I got into a super funk. And one night I went out drinking. And it was the last time I ever went out drinking.
Wow.
I was driving home. I got a text message from the girl that I was seeing at the time who was mad because I was in a depressive state and I lost myself at the time. And she, at lack of a better way of saying it, she cussed me out. And I threw my phone on the floor of the car, looked down, realized that my prescription at the time that I was taking, which I no longer take anymore, was sitting there. I had a bottle of beer sitting there with it. Looked at the bottle again. Didn't think twice about it the second time. Swallowed the bottle.
Oh my gosh.
Swallowed it down with that bottle of beer.
Oh my gosh.
Walked in the house. I texted one friend. I said, I love you. I appreciate you always being there. I'm sorry. I don't know why I texted him. He's still one of my great friends. I shoot fish with him on a regular basis. His name's Ryan Knutson. At the time, he was at work. He worked third shift. So he immediately sent his girlfriend over to my house, which they knew where my spare key was. She found me on the ground in my room, unconscious. She calls the police. Police show up. I, at that point, come to, and I'm, well, not me. I am not being myself. I am not being the guy I am now. I was being a very disrespectful human towards law enforcement. And I was doing it within a way at the time to get away with it.
Yep. And
they knew that.
Sure.
Well, towards the end of it, a dog was brought up to come up to assist. I made the comment of assaulting said dog if it attacked me. Threats to law enforcement. I was arrested on the spot because at the time it was a welfare check.
Yep.
They knew I wasn't going. Well, the minute that Ron Spurback of Poinet Police Department heard me make that comment, he knew he had a window and he took it. And I can't thank him enough for doing that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I ended up in the back of a squad car. I had a friend of mine, or one of those friends of an acquaintance of mine, was on the fire department, had to help me go to the bathroom. Very demoralizing. I got put in the back of a squad car. Next thing I remember was me waking, and actually can recollect, was I was waking up in a jail cell. I had my stomach pumped.
Wow.
I was in the hospital for 4 hours. Don't remember any of it. Woke up. I was 3 times the legal limit on alcohol.
Oh.
Basically I don't know how I'm here, but I am. Is what they basically have told me at the time. And when I woke up that morning, I was woken up to a man who, I believe, if I'm getting this right, is a sergeant now. So it'd be Sergeant Josh Prisky, who actually is a bowfisher himself.
Oh my gosh.
We knew each other from an ex-girlfriend, a mutual ex-girlfriend of ours. Never disrespectful, never uncordial. It was just, you're the ex, I'm the ex.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, he didn't look at me that way that morning. He walked in and to check on me, and he didn't owe anybody anything. Mm-hmm. But he felt inclined to come in and just be like, "You okay?" And I was like, "No, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what happened. last thing I remember was passing out on my bedroom floor, like coherent at the time, coherently. And he explained what had happened, and he said he would get me a shower, that I was going to be most likely staying a couple of days because I was charged with a felony at the time. Fast forward everything to me getting the signature bond, getting out, realizations of sitting in there, beating myself up. The one thing I can remember strictly was I told myself I'm never coming in here again. Ever again.
Good for you.
I have been in a jail cell more times than I could ever count, and I will never see another side inside of one of those again.
Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Period. And
yeah,
it's a realization that had to happen, and it's a realization that if this stuff didn't happen, I don't think I ever would have stopped. I would have got away with it. Right.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm fine. Maybe I wouldn't have. Maybe I would have succumbed to the pills and the booze, but at the time, God stepped in, and it was a form of Ron Spurbeck at the time. And then he was there as Josh Prisky, and then for a whole month, I did nothing. I made the pact cold turkey.
Wow.
So this all happened on March 10th of 2020. On March 11th, when I was at the next morning, when I was completely sober after they made me breathalyzed at 11 a.m., I was below the legal limit of alcohol. So that to them, I was sober. Was the last time I ever had alcohol in my system.
Wow. That's
It'll
amazing.
Be 6
dude.
years this year.
Congratulations, man. That's insane. And just what a story. I'm getting emotional just listening to it, but just
it's I've never just come out with all of this. Like, so this is a little more than I was. I mean, I'm good. Don't get me wrong, guys.
Yeah.
I guess it's hitting a little more realization when I'm saying it out loud.
Absolutely. And just God bless that you're here enjoying bowfishing with us, talking with us, Casey. I mean, that's just
well, and that's what brings me back to bowfishing. You know, like I said, I sat in the house for a month. I'd go to work, come home, go to work, come home, spend time with my kid, come home. That's all my routine was. And I finally was stir crazy.
Yep.
And it was beautiful out. It was mid-April at the time. And I was like, I'm going fishing. I'm going to Walmart right now and buy a pole and do everything. Cause I had my bowfishing boat, but I didn't really, or I was going to actually, no, at the time I had my carp rig, my 1648, my original boat.
Okay. Yep.
I had that, and I was going to go do some fishing and do some shooting. And so I went to the Walmart, and I went to the fishing section.
Wow.
And I went and got my stuff, and I was sitting there, and out around the corner, lo and behold, who is it? RJ Visco.
Oh my goodness.
That's amazing.
And he goes, "Hey man." And I was like, and that's, if you ever meet him, hey man, like that's what he does.
That's his calling card. Yep.
And I turned and I immediately knew who it was. I was like, "What's up, dude?" And he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like, He had known, but he didn't like push on it.
Yeah.
He's like, "What you up to?" I was like, I'm gonna go see if I can catch some fishies. And he's like, "You want to go fishing with me?"
Oh.
And I didn't even get my next breath out. It was like, yep. What time?
Yeah.
He's like, "I'll be done in an hour." I was like, "I'll meet you at the house." So and now mind you, I haven't talked to him in 3 years.
Wow. That's
like completely disassociated with each other, haven't checked on each other, nothing. If that's not God's will, the man that introduces me to Jesus, I don't know what it is.
He was sent to you in that moment, 100%, Casey. Wow.
Yes.
For the next year, I was at that man's house 5 out of 7 nights a week, having dinner with him and his family.
Wow.
I now work, like, I make him and his family and my family money doing what I do. I can't thank him enough. Like, our first rig was taking camera clamps and taking flat bar aluminum, so it was lighter, on a 1448 aluminum all weld, taking shop lights and wiring them up to extension cords and running them off of a 2,000 watt generator, melting fish line, burning hands, burning kneecaps. But just because I wanted to go, because my boat was broken at the time.
Yep.
So then he comes home and he fixes my boat so we can go fishing.
Wow.
So we could stop. Well, basically, he wanted to stop putting fish in his boat.
Wow. Yep. Good reason. Yep.
Yeah. And so I was like, he was the guy that came into my life, and
he was sent to your life for 100%. A reason.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He was sent here for a reason, and and he's the one that gets me on the straight and narrow. Like, I called him before I did this. I was like, "Hey man, I just need to talk." He's like, "I figured." He knew it was coming.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's a truly amazing story there, Casey. Right. Let me ask you this: What does being on the water give you that nothing really else has been able to give you in your life? What does that feeling feel like?
Yeah.
Well, during the time of my last couple of years of drinking, I was running around with a certain motorcycle club, and I was very heavily invested. And the biggest reason I wanted to join was I loved being on my motorcycle.
Okay. Yep.
And it was the freedom, the wind in the hair, all that. If you've rode, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you won't understand. Mm-hmm. But you can understand this. When you're ripping across on pad at 60, 50, 60 miles an hour and the wind in your hair, bug slapping you in the face, that's the same equivalent.
Sure.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. That's very good comparison. Yep.
Now one thing I've never done bow fishing was I ever drank. I always, I'm on the water. Like, I'm shooting a bow. I don't operate. That was one thing I never did. I never operated weapons or shotguns or shot my bow or went hunting under the influence.
Sure.
That's basically the only time I was ever sober.
Wow.
So that's when bow fishing, instead of the bottle, I guess you could say I put down one bottle to pick up the other bottle.
Oh my God. That is so good, Casey. That is the most ridiculous, amazing thing I've ever. Matt and I both just locked eyes. We're like, whoa. Wow.
Because, I shot my AMS Fish Hawk and my AMS Retriever for 9 years straight. Like, the only reason that I ever ended up getting a new bow when I got my Vader at the time was because I went with Aaron Volk and put my Fish Hawk down, and his generator expanded my cables and everything and melted them.
Oh.
So I ended up buying a Vader that next morning.
Yeah. Wow.
That's incredible. Then I kept the Retriever, and then I ended up going to a Muzzy, and then now I run my Zeb Pro when I'm shooting numbers, and I run my Mega Mouth when I'm shooting biggies.
Yeah. Yep.
I can remember you guys at the Big 20 this past year. You guys all came in, and Cindy was selling merchandise and products up there at a little store, and you guys all locked into those Mega Mouth hats.
Yes, you had it on, Casey, when I was seeing you out.
That was the one you guys sent me that I won.
I was going to say, we sent him one of those, the black hats with the big. Well, I got one on right now.
You got one on right now? Yeah, you do.
Yep.
And then a bunch of your teammates bought them last year here, and I remember taking a picture of all you guys holding your fish. Yes. Oh, wow. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Matt lets us still rock the Carp Cartel in honor of him and everything he's ever done for us.
Awesome.
At one point, him and Josh kept me in the game. I had a mishap. I just bought that Vader, actually, and brand new Muzzy Tournament Pro on it. Everything was ready to rock, and I was killing fish, and I was using those blade bow fishing mounts. I can't think of the name of them right off the top of my head right now. But you mount them on your boat, and you can just set your bow inside of it.
Oh, yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And, I don't use those anymore. I thought it was in there, and I turned to grab a drink out of the cooler, and I heard a splash, and I said, "What was that?" And my buddy goes, "It's just staring at the water, just staring." And I was like, "Where's my bow?"
Oh no!
So I lost my bow and everything. Well, I called Josh because I was shooting with him on AMS, And I was like, I don't have a bow anymore.
Oh.
Well, they're going to get mad at me for this one, and I don't really care because they deserve recognition for being amazing human beings. Josh and Matt teamed together and sent me a brand new setup.
Nice. Wow.
Nice. I was back on the water that same week.
Wow. Good friends right there.
Absolutely. And then, like I had said before, Matt invited me and Josh to go shoot the Insomnia tournament, which he's really amping that up now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a 24-hour tournament.
Yep.
It's a good time. Good time.
That's amazing. So, Casey, how did trading a chaotic lifestyle for early mornings and long nights on the water change you mentally?
Well, the drive. Yeah. I wanted to be better at this. When I do something, I want to be the best at it, and I don't want to be. I guess for the lack of a better term, I don't half-ass anything.
Sure.
Part of my friend.
Yep.
But I don't. If I'm gonna be involved, I'm gonna be involved, and I'm gonna give it my all. I'm the hype guy. Like, I get excited about things, like how Carpe Diem or the guys that in the charters.
Yep.
That won this last year. How excited they were. That's
right.
Exactly how I'm gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna be probably a little louder.
Yes, absolutely.
Like,
be excited. Show that you care.
Absolutely.
We love to see
I love that. Yes, absolutely.
And it's about. For me, I was out till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning every night. I became a night owl from partying, from being at the bars and going to after bars, right?
Yeah.
So the staying up part was like second nature. It went hand in hand, like especially because like I'd be at home at one point losing my mind. Like, what am I doing? Like, I'm just up here, sitting here doing nothing, and I'm just wide awake. And one night I looked I have a big old closet at the time, and I went in there for something, and I stubbed my toe on my Bowfishing case. So I opened it. I was on the water 25 minutes later.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. I said, okay, let's get at this.
Yep.
And I just kept going. Called a buddy, got another buddy. Now I got my diehard teammate, Brandon Haggy. He and I won Team of the Year for the WBA for the Big Ten for the first year that they had it.
Yeah.
And which was the year before that, we didn't even place in a single tournament. Like, it was bad.
That's a heck of a turnaround.
It is, absolutely. That's what it's
of a turnaround.
That's like literally this whole tournament aspect of getting into tournaments, and then you learn things, you become more successful. To me, that is so much more important and valuable to somebody than just showing up and winning a tournament your first year that you're out there doing it and dominating. That learning curve is so important.
Meant everything.
Yeah, it means more to you too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, it was for changing the lifestyles, dialing it in. It was, I wanted to be better.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted my child to. Little background: my dad and I weren't okay. I was abused as a child. I ended up in foster care. That part I don't really want to. Yep. I'll leave it at that.
Sure. Yep, absolutely.
As far as, but it was, I never wanted my son to be that way.
Yeah, right.
I want to be my son's best friend.
Good for you.
You know, and now I'm blessed with 4 children. You know, I got 2 amazing bonus kids, and I got I got a 9-year-old son. I got 2 9-year-old boys, Kyson, Declan. And then I got McKinley, which is one of my bonus kids, and then my daughter, Brinley Lynn, who is just a little over 2.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
I wanted them to wake up one day and go, "That's my dad."
Oh,
and never be ashamed of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wanted them. I mean, I'm a coach for my boys' football teams now. Like, I also coach a flag team. So I got 3 programs that I'm doing during the August season. I want them to have everything. And Bowfishing, for me and Declan, my 9-year-old, has connected us more than ever, because as of last February, I was granted full custody of my son due to his own mother's addiction.
Sure. Yep.
So Declan is completely obsessed with bow fishing.
That's awesome.
It's not are you coming with? It's Dad, what time are we leaving?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Yes. Yep. That's awesome.
He's the first one in the truck. He's the first one out of the truck. He's the first one in the boat. He knows how to trim it up, trim it down. He knows how to steer. He knows how to drive the kicker. He knows. I mean, the kid's an animal.
That's awesome.
And he's obsessed with it. And he's coming.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Casey, he's going to be, by the time he gets his driver's license, he's going to be better than 95% of all the bull fishermen out there at backing the trailer up if you've got him started this young. That's going to be an amazing feeling as a dad.
The last trip last year that he went on, he backed the trailer up.
Oh, my.
Very good. That's very good.
Sitting on my lap.
Sure. Yep. That's
awesome.
freaking cool. I got to ask, let me ask you this, Casey. You said that you're somebody who gets excited. If you win something, you're going to get loud. You're a very passionate person. I see that just in talking with you at the tournaments, the messages that you send me, you're a mood lifter, I think is what I would say. You can tell that passion shines through. It's easy to communicate with you. With that being said, on the excitement aspect of things, you like new products, new things, whatnot. Have you seen the new bow that we've got for Megamouth, that Megarex bow?
I did. You guys were so generous to donate one to us for our bow raffle this year.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
With WBA.
We're happy to.
We'll be posting that soon, everybody.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah.
I actually enjoyed it very well. I shoot a dead wake. And Matt and Josh both shoot G-Rexes. So I ended up with my dead wake was recommended from Josh and Matt at the time. Matt's like, I have one. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
He's like, both are very great bows. And the only thing I didn't exactly like about the G-Rex, it just felt heavier to me. It was a little shorter. I like my longer axle. So that was the first thing that I saw when I picked up that bow. I was like, ooh, that's comfy. And that grip. Woo! I like the way that thing feels in the hand. I can't lie. I can't deny it.
There's something about that simple design grip. It just feels like your hand just wants to completely settle in and be just rock solid. And then, like you said, we've got a 42-inch tip-to-tip, a little bit longer. Yep, that was both things that you and I, Matt, like.
Yes.
And so that went into that design process. Okay, I just had to ask you about that, Casey. That's very cool.
But one thing that
the only thing I didn't like about it, and it's not that I don't like it, I just don't shoot let off.
So okay.
The one I had let off. So I have a 25%, which obviously you can't even feel it.
Sure.
Right.
Yep.
At that point. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's very minor, but I get to that lockout, and I don't do so well on lockout. I don't.
Yep. One thing that you said before that I think is so special is you said you want your kids to say, "That's my dad."
Mm-hmm.
I think that is so wonderful that you say that, because I think that's amazing. That's beautiful. You know, how many families, like you say, that don't have that type of love and the structure in their family?
Yep.
I always looked up to my dad, and I was proud to say that was my dad.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. A role model for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
So when you said that, Casey, I thought that was just wonderful.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. You're doing that.
Appreciate that.
You're a role model for one, everyone in the bowfishing community, and two, obviously your kids that you have there. That's really special for sure.
Well, and that's the thing. You know, as a car salesman, I learned one rule: treat everybody like your grandmother.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
And that was one of the key things that I realized that alcohol was starting to really be a problem. I was so angry. I was mean. I was just bitter. I was hungover, I was hungry, or I wanted another beer. Yeah. I was just grumpy, and I was treating people poorly. Yeah. And man, the things that I go through on a daily basis with my child missing his mom, the conversations I have with him, like, I never want him to feel that way about me.
Right.
And if you're a father, if you're a mother, your kids, the minute you have children, that's the number one priority.
Yeah.
Period. And God said it best: be fruitful and multiply. Mm-hmm. But that means you have to show them the way.
Right. Yep.
Just as he shows you the way.
Absolutely.
They need your help. Mm-hmm. They can't do it on their own. Mm-hmm. They didn't ask to be here. You brought them here.
Right.
Step up.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
You know.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's very well said.
I want to be recognized. I could care less if I ever win a world championship. If I never win another tournament, I care less. But if everyone sees me and goes, dude, that's Casey, let's go say hi.
That's huge.
Like,
that's everything.
I've been fortunate enough, Matt. First time we had talked briefly about it the other day. The first time I met you and Jody, you guys were messing with the Vader, and I had one. And I was just kind of listening to see what your guys' thoughts were, and just honestly, I've always been an observer, a people watcher, I guess you could say.
Yep.
I've always listened to my surroundings, and I'm very well aware of them, and just listening to the conversations and learning. And you guys were so welcoming, so friendly. Like, Jody showed me how to take apart a megamouth in like 4 seconds, even though I didn't own one, but he showed me.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, now because of that, I was able to instantly almost grab mine, other than a little recorrection from Josh at the time. I knew what I was kind of doing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, to change my spool. Like, it was, and Jody, God bless his heart, he said great things about me on this podcast, and I'm going to return the favor. He's been nothing but a supporter for me. He's never once shook his head at me. He's never turned away from me. He's always there with a smile and a handshake and some advice.
Yeah. That's just who Jody is. He's just a great
human
being.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
I want to be known for I want everyone to know, or bowfishing is a passion of mine. It's not everybody's full passion. Like some of these duck hunters, they're duck hunters, but they bow fish because they get the thrill that they get from duck hunting.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, this is where I put everything on the line.
Yeah.
I don't cut any corners anymore. If I need something, I go to the sources. I like to deal with hands-on.
Yeah.
I like to pay respect to the people that respect me by building the stuff that I can go out and beat the dog snout out of and dust it off, pick it back up the next time and use it again.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about paying it forward and being known. I don't ever want to be known as the jerk, I guess is the best way to say it.
Absolutely. Yes. Yep.
I don't want to be the guy that's like over by his boat the whole time by himself, because
being secretive, doesn't want to talk to anybody because everyone's out to get him type of person. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So Casey, we all know that you love competing. So what is it about bowfishing tournaments that pulls you in? That competition, that drive,
being the best.
Being the best. Yep.
It's strictly bragging rights for me. But also I get to go and see all my buddies that love doing the same thing in the one place. Mm-hmm. I get to spend an hour, maybe only be 20 minutes for some guys, and maybe 3-4 hours that we're all there, waiting on takeoff. I get to hang out with the boys that love to do the same, the men and women. I'm not even going to say boys, the kids, everybody that's there for the one reason: shoot fish and have fun.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, we all want to go out there and slaughter them. When you're on numbers, you want to find the pods that you can walk on their backs and just shoot them in the barrels.
Let them have it, right?
And and you want to roll up to the next point and find 20 fat girls that are just laying there saying, "Shoot me."
Yep. No better feeling.
But in comparison to the two, there's only one thing that gives me the reason why I love tournaments so much. And it's to see the people's faces.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
I love seeing when you pull out a barrel of fish and they're in awe. Like, what the heck did you just bring in here?
Where did they shoot those? We didn't see one that big all night. Yes, right. Absolutely.
Yeah, the last 3, so 2024, I won both the Mississippi shoots of Big Ten. I missed big fish on both of them by like a pound or two. Mm-hmm. And then, so I had some good bags. And then this last year, I shot Big 20 for the first time because no one of them were going on a 5-peat, and I couldn't let it happen. So I ended up not shooting numbers with Mitchell anymore and chose to take my rig out, and we went and chased some big fish down. And I told you, Matt, that I just missed it. We missed it by 7 pounds.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we did that ourselves. We were shooting so well that we were shooting our arrows in half instead of our backup shots.
Yeah, that's when you're dialed in doing that. For sure.
So chasing big fish, seeing people's face, like, man, like it's the thrill of seeing guys appreciate what you do.
Yeah,
I guess is the best way to say why I like tournaments so much.
Yeah, right.
Yep. But also seeing what the other guys are doing. You know, you learn, you listen. Like, if any of these young guys are listening, go hang out with the older guys that have been doing it. Just talk to them.
Right.
Take in if they're going to share anything with you, just take it in.
Yep.
And you'll know when they're blowing smoke and when they're speaking truth.
That's once you start to know things, that's easier to see through the smoke for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I was very fortunate last year. I had quite a few guys giving me advice and giving me more pointers before I ended up, not last year, 2024 season. Mm-hmm. I was very blessed to learn a lot from a lot of the guys that have been around for a while, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've always said, if you're reluctant or think that you're not the right fit for a tournament, you really need to give it a try.
Yeah, you think you're not good enough.
It's
I think that's
and I made that even easier this year.
Yeah.
I made that even easier this year. So I'm becoming the secretary of the WBA.
Right.
So on January 24th, we had our annual meeting, and we had already talked about me nominating myself to become a secretary, but before I even had a chance, the wonderful Eric Coggins said, I think I need to speak for everybody here and say Casey needs to be on the board. And I was blown away. I was speechless. I mean, I was already anticipating this position coming because me and Brandon Cole had been talking and asked if I would step up, and I would absolutely. And that happened, and so I thought that was awesome.
Right.
I implemented a new plan to the Big Ten category.
Oh.
So one of the things that we keep calling it is we call it the hobby class.
Yep.
Which is, I love the name because it opens up for what I did. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it or you guys have heard of it, but if you've ever done it, but the Fat Girls 13 up there on the Mississippi pools.
Yep.
So I implemented that. It's you're only on your point system for team of the year will be your Big Ten.
Right.
And we're going to have a numbers side pot.
Okay.
For Big Ten. For the hobby class.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. So that way we can start opening up these windows for these guys that I don't like going and chasing all these big fish all the time. I keep seeing all these little ones and I want to shoot them.
Right.
So shoot them.
Let them have it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then that opens up them to be like, you know, dude, we shot 200 fish over here tonight. The numbers team only shot 300 that won.
Yeah.
Right. We could totally go up into that category and make some money and compete.
Exactly.
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want. I don't want it to just be like these guys are coming for Big Ten, so they're only going to shoot, and then that moves them up to the Big 20 category when they want to move up because they only want to chase.
Right.
And they haven't competed at all against and seen what they can do with the number side of it.
Very cool. Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe you want to go to numbers.
Right.
So I opened it up for that this year, and
nice.
I think it'll draw a lot of these younger guys that like to go and just shoot fish to come back and be like, oh, all right. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that's a working in progress moment.
That's a great thing.
Yeah,
absolutely. Give them their options.
Yep.
Don't get them what they feel comfortable with. Let them explore a little bit. Like you said, maybe they want to be number shooters.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Help that next generation.
But they don't know if they can go up against these guys yet.
Right.
You know? They come back with 150, 200 fish, and it's like I said, there was 3 tournaments last year that were all within the 300s, and then there was the state shoot that was astronomical numbers. Go boys! And then it was basic numbers for the Mississippi shoot.
Yeah,
you know, it wasn't astronomical. I mean,
right.
Castle Rock was only 170, and we shot 82.
Yes.
So it wasn't a lot.
Sure.
So it's like you guys could have totally came up there and shot this class and potentially beat these big dogs.
Absolutely. Give them options.
Yeah.
Let them roll with it.
That's cool. That's very cool. I tell you what, Casey, our last question here for you. If someone's listening right now and feels stuck or hopeless, what would you want them to hear from you directly through this microphone?
you got to want it. Mm-hmm. You got to wake up and go, no. That's the first step. No matter what, you have to admit that there's a problem. Mm-hmm. You have to come to terms with the fact that whether you go to rehab or you go to counseling or you pull my move and just go cold turkey and say, absolutely not. You're not going to defeat me.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Got to get real.
You know, you gotta have belief that it's what you want. Yes. And don't be afraid to ask somebody for help, because they might be your saving grace.
Right.
You know, and always remember, it is going to be lonely when you make the move, because the people that they're your friends, quote unquote. I got my finger quotes going right now, guys.
Yep.
They wean themselves out real quick. Now, can I say some of those friends will come back in your life in a positive way? I absolutely can.
Yeah.
I have quite a few friends that I used to party with and drink that also, because of me, made lifestyle changes as well.
Yep. You're affecting people
Casey can quit drinking. I can.
Exactly.
I can quit doing the nose candy. I can quit going to get some pills. Like, it's doable.
Right.
But you got to believe in yourself, and you got to believe that you want to do it.
Yeah.
No road is paved in a day.
Exactly.
No matter what you say, no matter what, it took them time to grind up all that rock. It took them time to make that concrete. It took them time to steamroll it. It takes time. They got to paint it. Like, you have to understand that it's not going to be overnight.
Right.
Yep. For the first 6 months of mine, it was anytime there was a bad moment, beer. I want a beer. I want to go home and just polish up a 6-pack.
Yep.
But instead, I would go home, pack my clothes, throw the barrels in the truck, and do what I've done. You know, I was blessed when I was youth with a mentor that were not much older than me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, duct taped AMS Real, Shane Herring, and John Hillenbrand. They junior high kids. John was actually the chief of police son, and they would take me out in a carp rig or a canoe, and we would go spearing and shooting. And shooting wasn't exactly my strong suit because I was still pretty little and couldn't exactly shoot the bow very well, but I ended up getting a few shots in here and there.
There you go. Yep, absolutely. Yep.
But the biggest thing is don't quit. Never give up on your faith. Never give up on who you are, because they're there. You were somebody before addiction took over.
Right.
And I'm still, and I'm going to say it because that's just what I do. I'm still a nobody. I'm just Casey. And I'm okay with that. For the longest time, I wasn't. And I'm 100% okay with just being Casey Lee.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Be you. Be you.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
If nothing else, it's just like the old saying, guys. You miss the only shots you miss are the ones you don't take.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I took the biggest one of all and said, "Let's go."
Good for you.
And now I shoot all the time, and I chase that instead of chasing stupidity. I'll take any bad night on the water over any good day in a bar.
Yeah, that's a strong statement, right?
Even
there,
with
Casey.
not putting drain plugs in your boat.
We know a little bit about that.
There you go. Yep, there you go.
Oh, yes,
I may
we
have
do.
had to jab that one.
Yep, that was perfectly timed in there. Oh, I just have flashbacks right now. Oh my goodness gracious!
Don't worry, I did that once myself, and it was the last time I ever did it.
Yep.
I did it with 2 girls and my buddy.
Oh, wow.
It was none of us. At the time, I was pretty new to owning a boat, and it was none of us handled it well.
It's like there comes a point when all this is like panic mode.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, man.
I will say, it sucked, whatever. We got through it. We checked the bolt plug now 10 times before we backed the boat in. So it happened once,
That's
and now
what happened to us. Ours popped out at AMS this year.
Oh. Jeez.
When we were on our fish, we were finally like getting fish to do their thing, and we were running, and all of a sudden, at the time, Derek, you actually ended up rebuilding my Mega Mouth because of this.
Oh,
my Mega blew up. It just grenaded on me, and I was like, gotta go. swapped reels, put my other Mega on, went back to work, and all of a sudden I went to stand up, and I looked down, and a pile of water started flooding in. I said, we have a problem. We have a major problem. And I mean, and Josh has got, I think you guys have the same thing, one of them big 2-inch holes.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So it just.
Doesn't take long.
So here's me and my bibs, and completely could have gone in there and got dried and got no wet mess. Josh dives in there wearing nothing but shorts and a t-shirt, gets covered in water and mud, puts the plug in, our backup plug in through the inside immediately. And then we got sidetracked for almost 2 hours trying to get water out.
Oh, no. Yep.
So it was, well, though, it was a good night.
Yeah, it's good.
Yep. We were out of the wind, so that was the main part.
Yeah, it was a windy night. That's right. Yep. Yes, it was.
Hurricane AMS showed up for sure.
It did. Yep. I know. We need to keep her away this year.
Hope so.
Yes. Well, Casey, thanks again for being here on the podcast and for what you do for your family, the Bowfishing community, and the people who might hear your story and realize there's another way forward. Thank you for being open, honest, and willing to share your story quite generally here. We appreciate it, Casey. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, man. It was amazing. Thank you for sharing. I think it's touched a lot of people
guys.
for
Thanks
sure.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And we'll see you on the water. Keep sending us those pictures, and we wish you all the best, your family and stuff. Best of luck, and take care, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Oh, for sure. Just keep an eye out for JT Protega, Joe Panfill, Casey Lee, and Brandon Hagee. We're going to go for Big Ten Team of the Year.
All right. You heard it here first.
That's
people.
Right.
I got a strong team this year, and I'm pretty comfortable. So I'm hoping we can do what we always do when we go out fun shooting. So
awesome.
Do just fine.
Well, you take care and best of luck and be safe.
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you guys so much.
We'll see you.
Bet. Take care, Casey.
Wow. That was getting teary-eyed listening to that.
Pretty amazing story.
Yeah.
How you can be so far on rock bottom and be pulled back out by people that you haven't seen for a long time. You know, how he was telling us that stuff there, and how some people just step into your lives at the right time.
Yeah.
You know, and how Bowfishing has rejuvenated Casey. You can hear it in his voice when he's 100%.
Talking. You can, just in talking with him, I think I mentioned it in the interview, but talking to him in person, talking to him through Messenger, just through texting and pictures and whatnot, you would never even think that he went through that patch of his life. He's a happy, passionate, jolly guy to talk to. He'll come over, Derek, and you have a nice conversation with him. Mm-hmm. It is really beautiful to see him turn himself into what he is today. He's a model citizen, model father right now. That's just, that was really cool to hear.
Very happy ending for Casey Lee.
Absolutely. Yes. And sometimes those aren't happy endings. So just having Casey here to talk to us was just a blessing. Yep. I'm very happy that we were able to get him on the podcast.
Right. Yeah. That was very cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
All right, Schmidty. So moving on.
Yep.
We can't forget. We can't forget.
Yep.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Get ready for Fish That You Wish. This fish comes to us from a state home to the deepest lake in the United States, 1,949 feet deep. It's where the very first corn dog was made back in 1939.
Wow.
A state with more ghost towns than any other, 60 of them.
What?
And believe it or not, it's illegal to box a kangaroo there.
What?
Any guesses, Schmitty?
Idaho.
I'm talking the beaver state of Oregon.
There's no kangaroos in Oregon.
This absolute tank was shot May 1st, 2019 by Nick Scarla with a length of 47 inches. This common carp tipped the scales at a jaw-dropping 64 pounds, 14.4 ounces.
Holy moly.
And that's a fish you wish you shot.
It sounds like to me, Matt, we need to scramble up the budget a little bit. They got big commons and they got corn dogs. We need to go to Oregon.
And
we just got to watch out for those darn kangaroos.
Because you're not allowed to box them.
If you're getting mauled by one, you just got to take it. You can't do it. You can kick them. Maybe you can kick them.
Popping you in the face with his feet.
Oh, my goodness. Oregon. I don't think of Oregon as a state to really go shoot fish in, to be honest with you. Yeah. I mean, that's a tank of a common.
That's 64 pounds. Wow. That's a tanker.
That is a tanker. Good Lord.
Goodness
Good
gracious.
Lord.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the Bowfishing Buzz podcast, episode 115, brought to you by AMS Bowfishing and
Megamouth Bowfishing as well, our fantastic sponsors. End Designs, Leatherwork and Embroidery.
Yes.
Efficiency Bowfishing Lights by Outdoor Innovations USA. We thank them so much for being sponsors of the pod.
Don't forget, March 17th, pre-registration opens for the AMS Big 20. March 14th is the BAA spring meeting.
Gotcha.
Down in Tennessee, at the pyramid down there.
Is that pre-reg date March 7th or 17th, Matt?
Did I say 7th?
You said 17th. I believe it's
March 7th.
There we go. That's what I thought.
Good thing you're keeping track of this guy here.
Yep.
Keep checking AMS and Megamouth Facebook page for the Bowfishing Buzz listeners. Games and uploads for you to win a free chance to win a new Bowfishing Buzz t-shirt.
And they are awesome. I love them. They're very cool. End Designs helped us with that, as we talked about earlier. Yes. Yep.
Also, March 14th, Season 5, Episode 1, Above and Below the H2O on Carbon TV, Wisconsin Bowfishing Blitz Part 1.
You ain't going to miss it, people. Lots of fish get shot, and the footage is amazing, I will say.
Gosh. So from all of us here at AMS Bowfishing and
Megamouth Bowfishing,
remember, aim low,
think big. Thanks for listening, guys.